It is the three amigos of Cowboy content, man. You got your boy West Coast. You got your boy HTM over there at HTM Sport. And then you got Landlord from Landlord Sports, man. What's up with you, man? Well, actually, Landlord from Alabama. What's up with you, man?
Yes, sir.
Shit,
What's
can't call it
happening? What's
better.
happening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, if you're watching, wherever you're watching, I need everybody right now. You guys already know it is. Whenever you are watching some independent content creators, you always got to make sure that you guys support. How do you guys hit the support? This is how you support. First off, you're going to hit that share button. I need everybody right now, no matter where you're watching, I need everybody right now to hit that share button. Hit that share button for your boy. Hit that share button. Share the content. Sending out to all your mama, aunties, uncles, the lovers, and the haters. Hey, we don't trip if it's haters. If you some haters out there, we let them in the building. We ain't tripping. As long as they stamp their ticket though. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit their ticket twice. You know what I'm saying? Stamp that ticket, and you good.
You
But
know them haters gonna be out there now.
oh yeah, man, they help pay bills. So we gotta, and then in these lonely Marches, Aprils, and Mays and Junes, listen to me, we gonna appreciate our haters. You know what I'm saying? So as long as y'all do y'all job and share the content, hit that star content, and every now and then slip a 5 in the CashApp. You feel me? Hey,
Yeah, I
I'm just saying,
understand.
if you a real hater, if you really, really hate the Cowboys, you know what you should do? You should hit that cash out. That's just what I'm saying. I'm just saying. If I didn't like
Prove it. Say prove it.
prove it. You know what I'm saying? Put your money where your mouth is. What Uncle Booster say? Put your money where your mouth is.
Swindle them. If you give me $10, I won't say Cowboys no more.
For real. Matter of fact,
Psych.
I need all the haters right now. If you don't like the Cowboys, I need y'all to send $50 to all the cash apps to make sure that we get to the draft. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need y'all to do, because that's what a real hater would do. You know what I'm saying? That's what they hear. That's you know what I'm saying? Henny, what's up with you, man?
Man, I can't even call it, man. You know, I'm living righteous, feeling good. It's Saturday. I do got a job. They be working the hell out of me, so I'm chilling talking Cowboys right now, man.
I heard that.
You do got something to do.
I do got something to do, but not right now, though.
Hey, listen to me. Out here in these Cowboy streets, man, you got to be specific, man, because they'll. Hey, you start going live too much, they'll start calling. Oh my God, what do you do for a living? Oh my God, I do a lot for a living. I just really good at time management.
I put people out for a living.
Literally.
he the other landlord in the
He
building.
the other landlord. Hey, actually, he the landlord's landlord. For real. But hey, man, you guys already know whenever West Coast goes live, there's two things you guys must do. First thing you guys must do is you must hit that share button. So I need everybody right now to hit that share button, man. I need everybody to hit that share button, all right? Next thing after this hitting the share button, that's mandatory, and that don't cost you nothing but some calories. You know what I'm saying? It said that if you for every time you share, you burn 6,000 calories. You know what I'm saying? So imagine you share, you share 5-6 times, that's 3,500. That's equivalent of running a mile almost.
Since I'm in the building, I give you permission to use my lingo. You know what I'm
Go
saying?
ahead, go.
Hit that like for the squad. It will not charge a card, sir. It will not.
There you go. There you go. And then next thing, what's up, Adam? I see you, boy. Hey, next thing I need you guys to do, and this is, if you're on Facebook, they're called stars. If you're on YouTube, they're called super chats, man. If you're on TikTok and Twitter, they're called badges. I need you guys to hit those star button, hit those stars and those super chat button. I'm gonna go through here. I'm gonna say what's up to a couple of important people. That's everybody that's in the comment box that says what's up to me. And then after that, we're gonna go through the line and then get straight to the content. You feel me? So what's up, Adam? I see you, my boy. Hit that star button. Boo. What up, boy? I see you. Adam, I see you. Arlena Smith, I see you. Joe Mo, what's up, Joe? Jonathan Taylor, what's up, sir? Hit that star button. Thomas Smith, Fredo, what's up? Suave, what's up, boy? Christopher, I see you, boy. Nelly Rogers, Harvey Lee Carter, I see you, boy. Derek Thomas, what's up with you? Regina Green, Blaze One Sports, I see you. Michael Lockhart, I see you. Bresden, I see you, boy. I see you got to get a lot of Z's up in there. Truck Cooking with Truck Life, what's up with you, boy? Truck Cooking with Truckers Life, I heard that. Lil Baby 38 banging the wrench gang, and I got Tupac with a mohawk. What's up with your boy? Fredro, what's up with you? Joe Trantrina. Hey man, let's see if we can get to on YouTube. Let's see if we can get to $20 on Super Chat, and then on Facebook stars. Let's see if we can get to our first 5,000. Man, Donald Redu, I see you, boy. I see you sliding in there, real ass Cowboy fan with the 100 band. I see you. Christian, I see you too sliding in there. What's up with you, man? Christian Washington. What's up? Hey, every single Law has coined that. He's coined that.
He got that on lock.
He got that on lock. What's up, Christian Washington? You know what I'm saying? Hey, landlord, I know you got some important people over there. Say something to some folks. Let them know to hit that like and that support button, boy.
Shout out to everybody rocking with me, man. Shout out to T Smooth TV in the building, K001, Jermaine Underwood, Broke to Pay Attention, Mr. Michael Lockhart, the GOAT Matt Batten, Double Law in the building. And you know, B Bird in the building too, man. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We in the building today.
Yes, sir. HTM, let them know, man. Who helping you keep them lights on over there, sir?
I see my boy T Smooth TV in here rocking with me.
But time out. How the hell T Smooth is you? Because I didn't heard because you wait. Is you 2 phone game?
He probably is. I think he's jumping, or he's a shapeshifter. You know what I'm saying? He's jumping from scene to scene.
Cowboys. Okay.
He jumping from scene to scene. You know what I'm saying?
He out there, man. He out there supporting. So yeah, T Smooth TV, Michael Lockhart in here, Double R part of the wrench game in here rocking with me. Alfred Crossing. I hope I said that right. I appreciate you tapping in. That boy Joe China in here tapping in with me. Brian Kite. Kevin Calloway, I see you, my dude. I also got Nelly Rogers in here tapping in. So I appreciate y'all for the love and support.
You got crazy ass Nelly. What's up with your crazy ass Nelly? What's up?
T Smooth said, I'm on everybody's channel, man. We appreciate that support, sir.
Hey, and then we got Matt Potter. What's up with you, Matt? Hey, Matt. Man, is you over here somewhere? I see you, Matt. Hey, Hoodlum, I see you. Hoodlum, I see you. And Jose Banks, I see you. Richard Evans, I see you too. I see y'all sliding in the building. Listen, the bell almost hit, but you slid in the building. You got in here right before attendance was called. Good job, man. Good job.
Hey, real quick, I don't mean to even interrupt y'all, but hey, let me give a shout out to Kevin Calloway for the $8 donation. I appreciate you for the love and support, my brother.
Shout out to you, Mr. Kelly.
Oh yeah, wrong. Hey, that was the wrong sound effect, but you still got one. Hey, shout out to Adam Goshaw with the honey band. Hey, and also I'm gonna let you guys know this right now. The plan is to send we're trying to go. I'm gonna stop saying trying.
We're going.
The NFL draft in Kansas City, Missouri. It's gonna be lit. That's in Missouri, right?
Yes, Kansas City, Missouri. Do not go to Kansas City, Kansas. We will not see you.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Shit, I didn't even know it was a difference. You know, I'm a country boy. I'd have been in the wrong place.
Boy, landlord gonna be in the wrong city.
Where the draft at, guys? You know what I'm saying?
Well, draft.
You trying to go to the military, sir? No, not that draft. No.
Hey, in every crew, there got to be one Henny, and that's the guy that pay attention to the real details.
Yeah. I would have been on the wrong side of the world, bro.
Listen, I would have been damned if I spent this good old money that my supporters have helped me raise. I'd be damned I spent their money and went to the wrong city. So you know I had to look.
Hold on, let me know this. Is that the same city? That's the same city where the Chiefs are, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I know that for a fact because my boy Jay Tuck gonna meet us. Jay Tuck out there, and he gonna be out there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so, but listen to me. We're going to the NFL draft, man. And everything that y'all saying is gonna be going toward that, man. We're gonna be out there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, giving y'all coverage the only way that the three amigos of content can give you, and that's from wall to wall coverage. You got 3 guys that's gonna be out there. So I guarantee you, listen to me, from moment to moment, from when we touch down, we're gonna be live giving y'all content, and it's just gonna be like everything else. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between folks that do content from the couch and then people who get outside and bring you guys that content that nobody else is bringing to you. Because guess what? The draft is going to have its own spin on it. So you guys need us in the building, just like all things, and we're going to give y'all that content. You feel me? Just like we was at 40. Remember the 49er Tampa Bay game? We was live at 3 o'clock in the morning. 450 Cowboys on here strong at 4 o'clock in the morning. You feel me? Talking 2.5 hours, square in the mouth like LeBron James' grandpa. You feel me? Oh my God, those was good days.
Matt Batten say he going to the draft too. Hey man,
I just want to go back to them days, man.
We're gonna see you there, Matt. We'll see you there.
Yes, sir. We'll see
Matt
you.
Coming? Matt, you going?
Matt say he going.
Oh hell, man, we going to link for shizzo.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
Jason going. I see you. And hey, if you going to the draft, put that in the comment box too, man. Because if we get enough, we're going to have to meet up and get some lunch or something. You feel me?
Yeah.
We do. I'm trying to see if that Kansas City barbecue would it really be about. You feel me? Hey, and since we also talking about some barbecue, man. Hey, listen, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I missed the playoffs, man. It was good times, bro. It was good times. Listen to me, Cowboys. Listen to me. Anything less than that playoff, that is unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. I feel we're a mature team now. So the goals can't be no longer to make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? The goal has to be we are in the playoffs. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like do you guys honestly think that the Kansas City Chiefs, start their season saying, you know what, our first goal is to make the playoffs? I think they already have that assumption, right? They already have that assumption that we are a mature team making it to the playoffs, getting in the playoffs. That is something that we are established we're gonna do, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Sure. Okay. Now,
no, I think most teams start with the obvious. Like, you can make the playoffs, not win your division. So you really need to win your division to have the best chance. So I think most mature teams start there, and then once you reach a certain level, you're playing for the number one seed. So you all want to give yourself the easiest path to get to where you want to go. Kansas City only had to play two damn games to get to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. And guess what they were able. They gave themselves that luxury by winning their division, being number one. Now the Dallas Cowboys, man, we looking at our division, we looking at things this year, man. The Cowboys NFC East, depending on, listen to me, the free agency can change a whole lot of things in the NFC East. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now, I feel like Washington, a team that's already been rumored to get Lamar Jackson, why would they not be interested in a Matthew Stafford? Imagine, let's just say worst case scenarios, right? Let's think about some worst case scenarios for each team, right? Worst case scenario for me, for the Washington Commanders, is they get a guy like Matthew Stafford with what they have right now. Considering, think about this, they had Carson Wentz and still were a playoff team. People want to say about the NFC, if you're still saying the NFC East is trash, you're easily 3 years behind, because we weren't trash 2 years ago either. You know what I'm saying? We had Philadelphia go to the playoffs. They just lost to Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying? We had two teams. So it's like, my worst case scenario for Washington, honestly, in free agency is for them to get a better quarterback. What's your thoughts?
I mean, we had three teams this year that advanced in the playoffs. The Eagles got there by a first round bye. The Cowboys won their game.
All of us won our first game,
and the Giants won their first game. So we had three teams in our. We advanced. We didn't just go to the playoffs.
I never thought about that.
So, I better put some respect on our name, man.
And listen, and this is not the first time that happened. In 2018, the Cowboys and the Eagles both got in and advanced because we beat Russell Wilson. And then the Eagles messed around. They beat the Bears. And the Bears were one of the best teams in the NFC that year. So, this been a very, 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 very competitive division. But, like, free agency is where these swings happen. The draft is when these swings happen. So, we have to be, on our P's and Q's. Because remember, the offseason is why we lost Amari Cooper. Right, we traded him away. We did not re-sign Cedric Wilson. We did not retain Malik Turner. Right, and I wasn't mad about Lael Collins or Connor Williams going, but we actually did not go out and improve that position either. So we had a bunch of holes. And what the Eagles did is they had a good draft and they added good veteran pieces and they traded for AJ Brown.
They had a great free agency.
So we had a bad one. They had a good one, and that's why things switched. That's why we went from being the ones that won the division to the Eagles actually getting it.
Hey, and I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna let you go, Landlord. I'm gonna tell you, just to add on to that, something else that the Eagles did too is the Eagles did not stop free agency, bro. They were adding players all the way up to like week 14.
They brought in Sunim later on in the year.
Sue with the other defensive tackle. Because people forget about that. They brought two defensive tackles in.
You know what I'm saying? So, and they brought in that boy Robert Quinn.
Yep. So it's like they ain't even use him.
They didn't really use him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's one thing. It's like the Cowboys. It's like we want to win. We gotta win in free agency. Like, free agency's coming up. We gotta win in free agency on both sides of the ball. And to be honest with you, in my opinion, signing Tony Pollard does not count. No. Because in my opinion, I never envisioned a time that Tony Pollard wasn't on this team. And since I didn't even envision that and I still had those questions, he can't be looked at as a weapon. And I will no longer give validity to anyone who is injured at this. I can't. I got to see it. You know what I'm saying? Michael Gallup taught me a valuable lesson that I will never forget. You know what I'm saying? So, Cowboys, looking at, we said worst case scenario for Washington is them adding a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Improving there. I think, if we just want to look at the Eagles, just kind of go in there quick. They have a bunch of free agents on their defense right now. You know what I'm saying? They have both their cornerback. Now they talking about, Slay is also a possibility for trade.
Requesting a trade.
Requesting a trade. What's y'all worst case scenario? What would be your worst case scenario for a Philadelphia Eagles situation?
What, for them to improve?
Yeah.
They got too many holes now.
They got a gang.
I ain't even worried about them no more.
They're not
about it. They got a new defensive coordinator, new offensive coordinator. They losing both of their starting cornerbacks. Look like, Bradbury probably gonna be gone. Slay just said he requested a trade.
I think Bradbury's gone.
That's what I'm saying. You losing both of your starting corners. And look, to be fair, that cooked them boys too. You know what I'm saying? That cooked them anyway. So I ain't worried about them, bro. They got a lot of stuff that they got to improve on. It's too many holes. So let me see. I'm trying to think of, you talking about one player that'll make me say good grief or something? That what you saying?
I don't think it ever.
I think you answered the question.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to say, like you said, worst case scenario. I'm thinking you saying like that'll make them better or scary. That's what you're saying.
I think that the Giants and Washington will be better than the Eagles this year. Just based on what. Listen, the Giants made the playoffs and won a playoff game with no damn wide receivers. They did not have one decent wide receiver on that roster. You can't even count Darius Slayton because I think he's a very average wide receiver. So they got the head coach they need. They have a pretty formidable defense already. So, one thing I don't want them to do is, these wide receivers we're talking about, I don't want them to end up on the Giants roster.
Shout out to JC Cowboy Network and his wife Jasmine Giles in the building rocking with us. What's happening with y'all?
Appreciate you. Hey, all those was good points, man. Now let's talk about, now that we didn't went through the division, man. Let's talk about these Cowboys, man. Like, free agency starts literally, I think, in 4 days. You know what I'm saying? We kind of talked about what everybody else can kind of do with their free agency. What are some things that we think that the Cowboys Mando, outside of Tony Pollard, man? What are some things that the Dallas Cowboys Mando need to do? And let's also kind of talk about, there was, I think, I honestly don't know how this was legally able to happen, but it's been reported that
I went and researched it for you.
All right, go ahead. It's been reported that the Dallas Cowboys, Dan Quinn, did speak to Bobby Wagner. And now legally, I was thinking that you're not able. What's up with you, Jasmine Giles? What's up with you, Adam Goshaw? I see you. Eastside Herald, I see you too. Typically, I thought that you aren't able to talk to free agents until the legal days of tampering. But I guess Henny got some new information. He gonna update us on. So go ahead, man.
Nah, just like the definition of tampering, because I thought like, well, with the Tom Brady thing, like they got him for something recent. They got them for tampering because they tried to talk to Tom Brady when he was still a New England Patriot. So you can actually technically talk to any free agent that's not under roster or was not under roster, previous year.
You can talk to him at any point in time or when free agency start.
Like you can talk to him at any point in time. Because remember, you can sign free agents, at all points. That's why people have been able to resign their own free agents. That's why guys have been released. The clear waivers have signed the teams already. So like tampering only applies to people that are currently on roster or were rostered the previous by that team the previous year.
Yeah, but so, he was on the Rams in the previous year though.
Who?
Bobby Wagner.
No, like he got cut, so like he can talk to people.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was he got cut, so that's why he was able to be bypass the tampering, whatever. But I did look into that because I also thought that's how the rules were. But like there's always fine print to stuff. I didn't know that with the franchise tag that it could be the top 5 positions average or a percentile or some bull. That's why it hasn't ballooned to like $40 million yet.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so man, let's talk about, what are y'all thoughts about the Cowboys bringing in Bobby Wagner?
I think it'll be great, and I think they need to do it quickly before it become a bidding war. And we don't have the y'all don't know this, Joe, but we don't have the steady hands to pull off a procedure like that. like McLovin said,
Super bad.
What you call it? Yeah, super bad. We don't have the steady hands to pull off a procedure like that. So, you know what I'm saying? So Stephen Jones, Dollar Bill Jones, is not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? He is not trying to be in the bidding war for nobody.
But this is the thing, though, man. Like, you should always sign players that want to play for you. Bobby Wagner wanted to play for you before he signed with the Rams.
Yeah. I said this is from God for him to be available the next year. I know Dan Quinn forgave you this time. You know what I'm saying? He forgave you last year. Okay, you didn't get my guy. Now you got a chance to make it right. Make it right, sir, please.
You got to.
And think about this: the exact same reasons on why you needed Bobby Wagner are still present. Like, that's the craziness about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The exact same reasons why you called Bobby Wagner are still present for him. So it's like
name bologna and cheese in the trap. Let's get it, sir.
But the same
bologna and cheese, sir.
The same thing. The same reasons why you needed him is the same reason why you need him today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I think the Dallas Cowboys at some point, man, with some problems, just fix it, man. Fix it and move on. Because it's like, it's not even about the middle linebacker is one of those situations like with your quarterback, man, where if you don't get it right, you don't get it right. And nothing typically works out well because of it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is affected because of it. And it's like you're safe.
I gotta stop looking at the chat, man.
you got a safety. You got your safety being your leading. Like you don't want, if you don't want to bring in Bobby Wagner, then that affects what you're gonna do with Donovan Wilson too. Because Donovan Wilson is the guy that's making all your tackles. You know what I'm saying?
He's a pseudo linebacker to me. If we lose Dono, I feel like we losing out on the linebacker.
We are.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling like. I'm not feeling like we lacking in the safety room.
Nah,
I'm feeling like we losing out in the linebacker room.
But listen, just by adding Bobby Wagner, and let's not forget, right? We be calling him Dollar Bill Jones. It's not even about the money with Bobby Wagner. This man played for $10 million at his last stop, right? And that was a year ago, right? So, like, there's not going to be many opportunities you can add an All-Pro player for under $10 million a year, and that's exactly what the hell you can do with Bobby Wagner.
Hey, and theoretically, he could get more. To be honest with you, I mean, I know we ain't nobody want to talk about it, but all pros typically tend to get more money. You know what I'm saying? Like
he was all pro when he signed a $50 million deal.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's like you are 2 year in a row all pro linebacker. I would think that someone would really, really want your services. So it's like the Bobby Wagner is one of those dudes that he wants to play for you. You have the opportunity to sign him. Cowboy, let's not rub people the wrong way, man, because we tend to rub people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Then this something I had said too, Wes. I think this something people ain't talking about. Like, I feel like you gotta have a respectable, like a credible linebacker to come in here and lead this defense. I don't think you could just throw a young guy in there. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? At middle linebacker, being your green dot and stuff. Like, I feel like he would be the perfect candidate. You know what I'm saying? He would be the perfect candidate to wear that green dot and be respected enough to lead this defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, and you got to think like this too. Like, I know nobody wants to think about this, but Dan Quinn is not going to be here forever. And especially with freaking Mike McCarthy saying that Jerry Jones told him that he wants him to be here as long as Landry was. So that lets me know right there off the muscle, Dan Quinn, you're going to have to dip at some point, fam. So you want you want to really get a good solid nucleus, because at some point when Dan Quinn does take that dream job, you still have a good defense that is still, that's present, that still have those same formulas. So, you want to, while you have Dan Quinn in the building, use him and other players to coach up these freaking Damone Clarks and these freaking what's the other boy name? Jabril Cox, and you know what I'm saying?
Get on the field.
Yeah, like you gotta use these guys. You know what I'm saying? But
what did Jabril do to you, sir?
I watched him as 100 tackles.
Yeah, he missed tackles on special teams, bro.
Y'all like getting my boy no leeway.
Listen to me. Technically, if you're missing tackles on special teams, you're not supposed to be playing
at all.
Right.
He already got a doggy bone. He get allowed to miss all the tackles he want, because that man had a missed tackle rate of over 20% when I went and looked, and I know he wasn't getting no defensive snaps. So how the hell you missing on special teams and you want me to support you? He can go to hell. Also, fun fact about Bobby Wagner. Very fun fact about Bobby Wagner. He has made an All-Pro selection every single year since 2014. He has been an All-Pro linebacker every single
He's gonna be a Hall of Famer. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
And this dude said he wanted to play for your team.
He's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Keep this in mind.
Listen, he already
wanted to go to your team.
He already made the All-Decade team for the 2010s,
and he's still making All-Pros left and right.
Yeah. How old is he?
He is going to be 33 in June.
That's a Hall of Fame career for sure.
He definitely got the Hall of Fame. Somebody said they so I says love you. Okay, let me see what he's talking about. All right, someone said trade Robert Quinn, bring him back in the mix. No, we don't need no defense.
No. I don't need no pass rushers. Because listen, if you want a pass rusher, then let Sam Williams rush the quarterback more because he was good.
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm
see year 2 slam.
I mean, yeah. So next thing. So we Bobby Wagner. All right, so we talked about Bobby Wagner. Now, next thing, I know y'all saw that OBJ. I was trying to see if I could find the video, that OBJ video of him running I think he ran like a little pivot route, came out to outside, came to the inside, and then he slid and caught the ball with one hand. Salute to OBJ getting getting some content out there, man. Y'all listen to me, man. Y'all gonna be mad at me. Or listen, shout out to OBJ, man. You definitely look healthy.
What was you gonna say? You look slow.
Bro, you look like I'm just telling you like this,
you
man.
Don't look slow now. Shout out to Jay from Slow Cow with the $5 super chat.
Listen to me.
He says Wagner is a 9-time All-Pro. He's Ray Lewis.
Damn near. He's our generation. He's definitely our generation.
He's been the best linebacker for about 10 years almost. Yeah, so
and still playing at a high level. Like the one thing about Bobby Wagner is Sean Lee had that type of pulse but it wasn't sustainable. Like his body kind of gave up. Freaking Bobby Wagner, man. How many games he played last year, man?
All of them.
Like, I don't even think we have anybody on our defense that played all the games last year. And did Micah play I don't think Micah missed a game last year, did he?
Micah did to COVID. I think he missed the COVID game. Not last year, did he?
I think
he ain't missed now last year. I don't think.
So listen, he has not missed a game since 2018. Bobby Wagner.
Jeez.
And this dude playing middle linebacker, y'all. They get some of the most contact on the field, other than the trenches. It's a reason we call them the trenches because they smacking iron every day and all day. You know what I'm saying?
And he has had at least 133 tackles every year since 2016.
This dude is a
no-brainer, bro.
No brainer.
And then you got a void in your middle linebacker room.
Like you actually need him.
Yeah.
You don't have a middle linebacker. Leighton Vander Esch
is a free agent, man.
I mean, he's a weak side linebacker. When he made his All-Pro selection, he played weak side. He ain't playing no middle linebacker.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this about LVE. I said this, man. Unfortunately, as much as I would love to move him back to weak side linebacker, I almost feel like if you do, he probably gonna get hurt, man, because teams are gonna run the ball on the outside, and he's gonna be meeting running backs, running backs or tackles. That's what he's gonna be dealing with, running backs or tackles. Like
I just thought about a
position where he can just cover.
What's that? Look, this scary. If we lose Dono and LVE, and now you just got Damone Clark right now, man, we might need 2. Then you got Anthony Barr, he a free agent.
Anthony Barr should be gone.
I'm saying you got 3 basically, because I kind of count the stuff that Dono was doing is linebacker stuff, y'all. And I love him to death, but I like he's just a small linebacker. That's how he played. Well, that's how he was utilized. So if you lose Dono and LVE and Barr, brother, you need a linebacker bad.
This is the entire new linebacker core.
You need a linebacker yesterday.
You need a linebacker even if you resign both of them. You need because guess what? If you resign both of them, that means your middle of your defense is as good as it was last year, and that's not good. That was not good. We need a middle linebacker regardless. We need and to be honest with you, as quiet as it kept, we really need a defensive tackle. You know what I'm saying?
Probably a little bit
more. One of those too.
Yeah, because you need the reason why we want the middle linebackers because we want him to be able to direct the defense. But to be honest with you, if you had a nasty defensive tackle that was really, or 2 that was really doing their job, some of these basic linebackers would look above average. You know what I'm saying? Because they would be able to play clean. You know what I'm saying? So, I think if you're this is what I actually said about Bobby Wagner too. Like, If you're going to invest the money in signing Bobby Wagner, you got to think Bobby Wagner just played behind Aaron Donald. Pause. Let it sink in.
Yeah.
He just played behind Aaron Donald. If Bobby Wagner plays behind what we have at defensive tackle, bro, he's not going to be no all-pro for the Dallas Cowboys. And if it is, it's going to be because he's going to have 200 freaking tackles. And I'm going to tell you this right now.
He get hurt.
There you go. I wasn't going to say it, but because I ain't had no wood around me.
I got a question for y'all.
Because all of our linebackers get hurt. All of our linebackers get hurt.
I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
You know, in the household, you know, in some of our black households, we know how to save. We know how to be cheap in certain areas, right? You know, mama knew how to be save here and there. So if you had to choose between the two, which one of those would you save on? What if you couldn't have both? Would you save on the defensive tackle or would you save on the linebacker? What if you can't have both?
Well, I can listen. The defensive tackle.
Would you go heavy on the linebacker or would you go heavy on the D tackle?
I'm finna answer for you.
Yeah.
Because I only need a run stopping specialist at DT. Like a defensive tackle does not really make money unless they can also rush the passer. That's why Aaron Donald gets the money. That's why that boy Buckner with the coach right now got that bag.
Unless you just a straight menace, that's the only way. Like you'll have to be like
you gotta be Jesus,
Vita Vea, somebody like that.
And then Vita Vea, even him because he does not rush the passer. Like he does not get paid like the other dudes do either.
Yeah.
So like defensive tackle, like I could find a good defensive tackle, right, and put him right there. It's not unless we're not even looking for a superhero at defensive tackle. We just need them to actually be a damn defensive tackle because Neville Gallimore too little in the ass, Osa is too little in the ass, and Quentin Bohannon too damn sorry.
Cowboys fan 1965 said, coming from a white family, we know how to conserve too. Hey, I feel hey, you gotta know how to, you know what I'm saying, make it to the next week, man. You know
when to hold them.
Know when to fold them. You know
I heard that. Shannon says, I said that for the last few years, we must have a solid run stopper in the middle. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. If your linebackers are taking on guards and tackles all day, they're gonna get hurt.
They gonna
no matter who they are.
Another name like Chris Jones.
But wait though.
Chris Jones available too.
I know that makes sense what you said, Wes, but you got to take this into consideration though. Donovan Wilson just did it, and he ain't even built like a linebacker, and he didn't get hurt.
But think about this: he did get hurt. Yeah.
Oh, how many games he missed?
He didn't miss games, but he got nicked up. Had to get taken off the field.
Hey, if he stayed on the field, I ain't gonna count it.
I mean, he came off the field, but I mean, he just didn't miss the game. Like he missed snaps.
But y'all got to remember, it didn't really work, bro. We had 4 games where we gave up over 220 yards on the rushing, bro. Praise God, our offense was able to score 40 points. We can't live like that no more, bro. I
don't think Dono can play like that again. He might need to leave Dallas just to, just to survive.
If you're Donovan Wilson, you're not going to survive like that unless you're going to put on more weight.
And listen, J-Ron Kirsch did. He still got injured.
It's just, I mean, and I'm gonna tell you, keep it real. As much as I love Dan Quinn, but that's his style, bro. That's not gonna change. Like and I'm gonna keep it real. If we lose Donovan Wilson, he's gonna try to replace him with someone who he feels can play that role.
So you saying he'll run out Izzy or he gonna run out Marquise Bell?
When he first came here, who did he try to do it with first? Keanu Neal. Remember? Keanu Neal was a safety who they did what? Turned into a linebacker. It didn't work. Who did they try with the very next year? Donovan Wilson. It worked.
Mm-hmm.
But think about this. Keanu Neal put on the weight and everything. Keanu Neal looked like a linebacker, and it did not work. It didn't work. And he went back to playing safety. I should have bet y'all, man. Oh my God, I'd be so right. Sometimes I'd be so right. It's just ridiculous. Like when he first got signed, I was like, bro, this dude is not good. And I was mad because the Cowboys gave him $5 million to pretend to be a linebacker for a year. And that dude got $5 million to listen to me. Keanu Neal, the greatest con in the world. This dude was making $3.5 million as a strong safety for the Atlanta Falcons. He comes to Dallas. He gets $5 million to pretend to be a linebacker for a year. Then he leaves because it didn't work. He leaves. I think he's in Tampa Bay right now, playing safety, making $2.5 million. Tell me how that makes sense. Your Cowboys did that.
Yeah. Well, they tried stuff, and look, listen. Dan Quinn has been doing this for years, right? Like he did it in Atlanta. Like after he left from the Seattle, he did go to like the big nickel package primarily, and it worked with J-Ron Kirsch to an extent, but you can't be that small everywhere. You can't have undersized linebackers, that are safeties. Then you have undersized defensive tackles. That does not work.
Also them and stuff, and
they way too little. They too little. Yeah. They way too little. Like, and listen, I'm not saying that them guys do not have talent, but their talent is pushing the pocket. They can get pressure on the quarterback. Like they excel better as pass rushers.
They can't do the core job that you need from a defensive tackle. Like, bruh, listen to me. It's like people be like, "Oh yeah, he's a quarterback, but he can't run." Listen to me. You know what? As long as he can throw, you know what I'm saying? Or he's a cornerback. Where people say this about cornerbacks. Oh, they don't tackle wood. I don't give a damn if I don't give a. Can you do your core job, like your main job? Your main job is to do what?
Cover. And everything else is a plus.
Everything. Think about this. Everything else that you do well is why you get a gold jacket or why you get accolades. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a bunch of quarters that just cover. That's all they do is cover.
Because asking a corner to tackle is just like saying, "Can your quarterback run?" Like that's all you want him to do.
If he can, it's cool. But I don't necessarily need that.
Plus for
did Tom Brady run?
In facts,
no.
Like so, running is additional. You know what I'm saying? You want to know. When you evaluate a quarterback, the first thing you want to know is he accurate? And throw the football. You know what I'm saying?
Think about this, fellas. I'm going to tell you some of this stuff. Oh, my God. Cowboy Nation, some of the stuff that we all be thinking is because we're programmed. I'm going to tell you guys why. Because listen to me. Want to know why our corners have always had to be able to tackle? Because your defensive line don't tackle. We know if your corners don't tackle, somebody's going to be running down the field 70 freaking yards. So now Cowboy fans, we're listen right now. Brown. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you how programmed we are. We could have an intellectual conversation right now about a kicker. You want to know why? Because our kicker has been crazy for the last. You know why? Because we're programmed to have those conversations. Yes, because bro, I bet you if I say we having a show about a kicker, everybody tuning in. Why? Because we need to know who's gonna be kicking that ball.
You can't even name your kicker.
Listen to me. If you're on a good team, you can't name your kicker.
Well, unless your kicker cold. Right.
Well, that's what they say. There's only two reasons why you know your kicker. He's either really, really good or he's really, really bad.
Really, really bad. You ain't lying. Because look, Maher was famous last year. Maher was famous last year after he missed them kicks. Everybody was talking about that man.
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you though about Brett Maher though. I think he has, and I am not to make no excuse, but I think Brett Maher, I think he literally needs to go see a psychologist because I think the moment was too big for him because legitimately Brett Maher actually had a good year.
Did you hear what they said happened?
And I was a dude that was on him because me and my cousin went head to head on about Brett Maher. Remember, coming from the Saints. Brett Maher actually had
what they said happened.
What they say happened?
Like they said something about they said every kicker use
he needs to go see a shrink.
No, look, they said every kicker use some kind of little material they put up on the football, right? It's some in kicker world, right? But they said in that game they didn't let them do it, and it was throwing them all the way off. They said they did it for everybody. They stopped letting them do it, but that's why I don't give them excuses. Like if they stopped all the kickers from doing it, well, why it was so bad for you? You know what I'm saying? So I think it elevated the ball to a certain degree. It's I think it's a certain piece of only something they put up under the ball. It's some real niche kicker stuff. But it's something they put up under the ball, and it kind of slightly elevated the ball to their liking. And then they started saying it was illegal. They couldn't do it no more.
Okay, we're going to allegedly go check that out.
Yeah, that's what they said. But I ain't taking it.
I think somebody kidnapped his family, and he was.
I think Vegas came to pay them a visit.
Like Cheryl, can we get legal in here, please?
Vegas came to holler at them.
How the hell you go from people talking about you getting snubbed as a Pro Bowl kicker to missing extra points?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, somebody said that they said he put a mark on the ground. Yeah, it's something in kicker world that they do. I can't explain. I'm not a kicker. I'm not I don't follow kickers, so I'm just trying to give y'all an idea of what they talking about.
I remember one kicker in my entire life. That was my high school kicker, my boy Dono. He was a fool. And then I remember he got hurt, and then my boy Chris Hawkins had to kick a field goal to send us to the state champion, to the state finals.
Yeah, Miss Regina said it. Hold on, she said they stopped letting them have a certain spot on the field, such as a blade of grass. Yeah, it's something that they used to use, and they just stopped letting them do it that game randomly. I don't even think they warned him, so he didn't even have time to practice it on that.
What's up, Suave Lewis? I see you, boy. Well, hey man, whatever the hell
he Cowboy in the chat.
West Coast Cowboy.
That ain't the fake guy, is it? You know, that ain't the cap guy, is it?
Nah, it might be my lady because she be watching from my profile. Nah, that's my lady.
Oh, okay. You know you ain't popping unless you got them fake boys out there.
Hey, for real, man. Hey, what's up, Henry Hinkins? What's up, Henry Hinkins? I see you out there copying. Iceberg says them boys paid him a visit.
Paid them a visit, yeah.
I heard
Vegas
that.
Boy, mob.
My boy says our kicker left his right foot at the home once he made it to the playoffs.
But look, you right, Wes. He was phenomenal during the year. That boy kicked 2 60-yard field goals.
He was
but to be fair though, he always been good at the long kicks. He struggled with the short ones. That's
why I say I think it's a mental thing. Like a lot of people don't. Well, we knew out here, but like they said, Jared Goff, the quarterback for the Rams, when he was out here, they had him go speak to a shrink. You know what I'm saying? To help him, isolate those moments and calm themselves down. I mean, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Everybody handles adversity and things differently. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it wouldn't be surprised if, boy, we're going a little bit crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you got the whole world is looking at you, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's your only job, bro. That's your only. I ain't never.
All you gotta do is kick the ball, sir.
Listen to me. If you a real football player, I'm gonna tell you why you hate kickers. Because at 2 days, they ass was not sweating and huffing and puffing like you. That's just
Adam, what you talking about?
That's just how it is, man.
These comments be so crazy. Adam said, "Landlord, stop copying me. I don't know what I do.
What do you do?
What did I do, sir? I'm sorry."
The Quincy said Robbie Gold is available. I sign him. Shoot.
Yeah, I signed Robbie Gold.
Robbie Gold. Who else? I ain't gonna lie, man. Just listen to me. Bring 5 dudes to the Star and just let them kick, man. Like I want us to have, because when he misses a kick, I want to bring another dude in. You know what I'm saying? If he misses a kick, I want to bring another dude in.
Is Mike McCarthy still a good NFL coach? Didn't he just win 12 games back to back?
Back to back.
Yes, he is. He's
first
a great coach.
First road playoff win in 30 years. Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I would think Mike McCarthy probably he got as many wins in the last 2 years, as anybody. I mean, and think about, Mike McCarthy, when he has a starting quarterback, that's a totally different situation. And he even got a winning record when he don't got a starting quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna play with Mike like that, bro? Like Cowboy fans don't know how to have nothing good, bro. We don't. We don't self-sabotaging people who always like when stuff going good in your life, you just think it's gonna be bad automatically. Like, bro, we doing good, man. I told you, I feel like Mike McCarthy has changed this culture. He has, y'all. When he first came in the building, this man was talking about winning games. They was trying to say all this other stuff, all this Cowboy stuff was coming at him. You know how we be coming with the foolishness, the buffoonery.
Hey,
he was like, "Hey, I'm talking about winning games." He kept talking about winning. Go back and look at them interviews. Mike is all about winning, bro.
And think about this too. The craziest thing I think that Mike had to go through was, man, when the whole world was asking for us to fire him and replace him with his head coach, with his assistant coach. And guess what? Guess what Mike said? Mike said, "Man, now I want you here. I want you to stay."
Look, then Mike McCarthy got you 12 wins.
Winning, bro. That's somebody that say F the nonsense. I want to win.
He got you with 12 wins while he was beefing with his OC. Quit playing with Mike, man. Quit playing with Mike McCarthy. He was beefing with his OC the whole time and still almost got to the Super Bowl. This dude cold, man. Then came and got the Joneses to get rid of him. Y'all better quit playing with Mike McCarthy, man. For real.
Hey, when you have that type of power, and not even that type of power, that type of trust, I can see why the Dallas Cowboys would let him know that they want him there as long as Landry is, because at this point, like, the Cowboys are cognizant to the fact that, like, the chances of you winning the Super Bowl back to back are probably worse than the chances of you even winning the Super Bowl. So it's like there's always going to be that up and down, but it's like, are you consistently in the playoffs? Like, that's And I know fans kind of feel like we're settling when we say things like this, but we're not settling, man. But you want, like, Kansas City. Think about this. Kansas City has only won the Super Bowl 2 times in the last 5 years, but it feels like more, right? Why? Yeah. Because they're always in it. Like, when I was like, damn, Pat only has 2 Super Bowls. Like, yeah, he only has 2. I'm like,
crazy, right?
Yeah, but it feels like Pat has like 3 though, right? It feels like I'm like, nah, I thought he had 3.
But I mean, you can't win the Super Bowl if you don't go to the playoffs. So if you actually go to the playoffs every year, you have a chance to advance every year. You know, right? Because we were at a point, and I think a lot of people forget there was like a 5-year stretch back in the early. There was a 5-year stretch in the early 2000s. We didn't even make the damn playoffs.
We went like shout out to Benny Stanley. He talking about some still don't know how to call timeout. We just told you, long as they do their primary job well, leave them folks alone. We just told you.
Go ahead, Henny.
Yeah, well, listen, we went 6-10. We went 6-10, then we went 8-8 3 years in a row. Right? People act like that shit didn't happen. That shit just happened not too long ago. Yeah. Right? So for y'all to be upset, right, with Mike McCarthy, and the only time that he has not gotten us to the playoffs when his star quarterback broke his damn leg. So outside of that, you have been in the playoffs. You have been, a 4 or 5 seed. You have at least advanced once, and that's the building block. You missed because of injury. You won 12 games and made it in, and then you won 12 games and you advanced. So to build on that, the next step is to make it to the playoffs and get to the NFC Championship game. But you cannot sit here and act like this man has not put the foundation into building a winning culture.
Hey, because think about this.
Exactly what I said too.
Hey, think about this, Henny. If it was for the other coaches, last year wouldn't have happened. Because all the other coaches at their best, you know what they did? Went to the playoffs. You know what they did the very next year? Missed the playoffs.
But that's what I was just about to say.
There was like a 4-year stretch of go to the playoffs, hype. Next year, 8-8. Missed playoffs.
You gotta stack those opportunities behind each other, bro. Because I made a whole argument about this. After you keep,
go ahead.
I'm just saying, but like after you keep stacking them up, it increases your chances of getting further and further. The Cowboys haven't been consistently in the playoffs. We go a year, miss a year, go a year, miss a year. You know what I'm saying? 8-8 playoffs. 8-8 first seed in the playoff. Like, we need to go to the playoffs consistently every year, and then you're gonna see us get further and further. The likelihood of us getting to the Super Bowl will increase.
Hey, you got this that just came to my head right now. And you know what you happen? You know what you also have when you consistently go to the playoffs? Players who have playoff experience.
Facts.
Just think about this. There was a time that the only people on our team that had playoff experience were free agents that we brought in. But our core guys had no playoff experience.
Michael got 3 games on his belt now.
Shout out to Swan with the $5 super sticker. I believe on your channel with.
Oh, appreciate you, my boy, with the $5 super chat. But yeah, man, like that's something, man. You have guys that now have playoff experience. Everybody on your organization has playoff experience.
Look at your quarterback.
Even your quarterback. Now you have something that you can build off of. Technically, your backup quarterback do too. He just didn't play. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like now you have some games. Like when you're think about this, fellas. When you don't make the playoffs, you theoretically are starting over. Every year. So imagine building up to success, starting over. Building up to success, starting over. When are you ever sustaining success? And you got to think about this. Even the team that we feel like has it together and has figured it out. What's the team that we think has figured it out? Kansas City Chiefs. Even that team in the last 5 years only did it twice. Only got it twice. So what are we saying? That, bro, you have, listen to me. The Cowboys are in such a good, I know y'all don't want to hear this, nation, but we are in such a good place right now because we can't even, all those years where we were going playoffs, lost, bro, Super Bowls weren't even obtainable, bro. That wasn't even an obtainable goal. Now you can realistically say that winning a Super Bowl, or even getting there, this is something that's obtainable.
I say this. Look, you think it's obtainable with the way that it's off season. I can't say the way the roster is constructed right now because it's gonna be some changes.
He hasn't even started yet.
It's gonna be some changes. But I'm about to go ahead.
Say this though. Think about this. If we compare the Cowboys' decisions from years past and the Cowboys' decisions they're making now, I will trust what they're doing, bro. Because listen to me, for me to be up here screaming, the Cowboys need to talk to Bobby Wagner, the Cowboys need to talk to Bobby Wagner, and then it's leaked, the Cowboys talk to Bobby Wagner. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they are making some decisions. Like, you know what I'm saying? I told my viewers the other day, I said, man, don't nobody panic. But the Cowboys are doing stuff that makes sense. You fire Kellen Moore. Like, listen to me. I know we just glaze over that and we just be like, Jerry Jones. But listen to me. Jerry Jones has to get a pass. I know your girl washed your favorite shirt and she ruined your favorite shirt, but then she bought you them Jordans that you wanted. You know what I'm saying? She didn't get you them Jordans that you wanted, and you wasn't gonna be able to find them nowhere. So I want to know, you know what I mean? How much credit do she get? Listen to me. Jerry Jones, bro, by firing Kellen Moore, bro, he got to get some credit, bro. Like, you got to
I'm giving him a lot of credit. I'm giving him a lot of credit.
You know, talking about, do you trust Mike McCarthy? I don't know, but I know I didn't trust that motherfucker.
Straight up.
Ass out of here.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to like that's why I said, bro.
Say what you want to say about Mike.
When I was talking about if this team is constructed to get to a Super Bowl, I had to ask myself, I feel much better going in it without Kellen.
Hell,
you know what I'm saying? Because to me, being real, y'all, that's what's so crazy. I used to like look at it like, man, if Kelly could call a good game, we could do it. Right. We could do anything. We had to need him. We needed him to call a good game. Yeah. That was the necessity. So with him being gone, I'm not worried about Mike McCarthy. At the bare minimum, we're gonna be a common sense football team. At the bare minimum, we're gonna do what we're supposed to do in the critical situations. We're not gonna be doing goofy stuff in the critical situation. We're not. We got a proven veteran OC now. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have that ambitious guy that's trying to change the world, trying to reinvent the wheel. He's not trying to do that. He's trying to win big. That's what he's trying to do.
Hey, and think about this. You know what was sad? I remember a time when I used to be like, damn, man, as long as Romo have a good game, we're going to win this game. As long as Romo have a good game, we're going to be getting this game. Then it went to, hey, man, as long as Zeke and Dak, is Zeke and 2-1 is rolling. Hey, if 2-1-4 is rolling, we rolling. 2-1-1 is rolling, we rolling. Then it was, hey, man, if Mari Cooper to Dak is rolling, we rolling. Then it went to if Kellen Moore can call good plays. Wait, time out.
If only Kellen can call a good game.
Time out. You wait. So you mean to tell me that the offensive coordinator calling plays has a bigger effect than these big grown dudes on here running at 4.2 speeds? Nah, fam, he got to go.
he the ops low key. He low key opt out.
How you more important than the players?
Look, he low key opt out. He working with the defense almost.
Can't put the blame on the players no more.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just said that to him. I said, man, consistency is so important, bro. Like, you need consistency from your OC of anything. You want to know why? He's not over one position group. He's over a whole unit. This man over the whole offense, y'all. And like I said,
real quick, I don't mean to cut you off. Shout out to Dwayne Brown for the $5 donation. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the support.
Dwayne Brown. But this finna be quick. But like I said, like, you're over a whole entire unit, sir. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about that, if you over a whole unit, sir, a lot of people never played football before. And I don't look down on people for that. But I'm just saying, I'm just giving you the perspective. When you think about it, if you're a player and your OC tell you to do something, you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? And if it's stupid, you just got to do something stupid right now. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If you go out and do what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be on the bench. So if you got an OC that's goofy, controlling you, you doomed. You just doomed, bro. It's nothing a good player can do.
Hey,
just think about this in basketball terms, and it's going to be quick. Just imagine if you got Steph Curry trying to post up on say somebody big name.
Kevin Durant.
You know what I'm saying? Just imagine if you got Steph trying to post up on Joel Embiid. It's not gonna work out for you. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work out. And that's how important coaching is to me.
Hey, shout out to Regina King with the $20 donation. Shout out to Efren with the $5 donation. Appreciate you.
Shout out to everybody, man.
Hey, make sure you guys appreciate y'all for the love. Make sure y'all hitting them that super chat and them comments. Remember, we're going to the draft, man. 3 Amigos of Cowboy content. We're gonna be out there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's the last week in April. We're gonna be in the building, man. So let's get it. Also, this is the thing for anybody that has a hard time believing that offensive coordinators and stuff don't matter. Like, think about that one job that you worked at that you were really, really good at. Everybody think about that one job that you worked at that you were really, really good at.
Shout out to Miss Regina with the $20 super chat and Mr. Brown with the $5.
All right, boom. Now, everybody, shout out and remember that job that you was really, really good at. Everybody, remember? Okay, think about it. Think about it.
Trapping. Yeah, I got you.
Now remember that. I want you to think about that manager.
Evicting.
Hey, let me think about that. Listen to me. Listen, think about that manager at that job who sucked.
The plug. Yeah, he was
who sucked and made
run up on him, didn't you?
And think about this, and made your job harder every day. Yeah, why? Because he didn't do his job.
He ain't checked the workout, man. Like, it was just, I'm
just funny, dog.
But I want everybody to think about that.
It's Saturday, man. You know we are a little nefarious tonight. It's Saturday.
We all have had that job, though. We have all had that job with that manager who made our job harder. Why? Because he didn't do his job.
Yeah.
Like I mean, it's the same philosophy in running plays, man.
I told you, I think Mike McCarthy took that approach. Because at that point, if you come in here with his hands tied behind his back, it's only one way to work your way out of this. Think about it.
Burn.
You gotta let it burn, Wes. I can tell you on the same page with me. When you get into this situation, bro, the only way you can prove that you was right was do whatever dumb, goofy stuff they telling you to do and watch it burn. That's the only way you can do it. That's the only way, y'all. And it sucks. But like I said, the only way you can blame Mike is for agreeing to the arrangement. That's the only way you can agree with Mike.
At the beginning.
That's the only way you can blame Mike as to taking this job with Kellen over his head like that. That's the only thing you can blame Mike for.
But think about this, though. If y'all remember at the beginning, though, Mike McCarthy thought he was going to be calling plays because they said that who's going to be running on. All right, I feel like I'm going to be, and taking care of that. The next day it came out, he came out and said, yeah, Kellen Moore will be, calling plays. I'm excited to see. Yeah, you're excited because you already got the job, man.
Shout out to Dave Walker Vaughn, man. I appreciate you stopping by, man. He said he's just stopping in to holler at everybody. Appreciate you, sir.
Appreciate that.
What he says, I'm a 8U coach. Our OC was a Kellen Moore at our nationals. Oh, man.
I know you was mad, sir.
You was mad, man.
You was pissed. But yeah, man, you at that situation where it's like that, I think that was the perfect example. I told you that was the Mike McCarthy approach. Like, he got in, he let him do the stupid stuff and just watched it burn. Then when you know what you do after that, Wes, while the house on fire, you turn around and look at Jerry Jones like, what I told you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tried to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want to listen, so you got to learn the hard way.
But that's while we're saying here, I just so happen to have these bottles of water. If you want to go ahead and
you know what I'm saying? I got a water hose right here if you want one. You know
what I'm saying? Water hose over here if you want to put it out, though. You know what I'm saying?
What you willing to pay for it? You know
for real.
It ain't the same price no more now.
And think about this. Mike McCarthy got something. I mean, I don't know how good of an assurity from the Cowboys is, but I mean, they told Mike McCarthy something to make him feel giddy. And he went out there and definitely let the world know that he going to be here as long as Landry was here. You know what I'm saying? So, Mike McCarthy, I think at the end of the day, man, he played his cards. He played it well. And to be honest with you, like I think like this. I think there are things that Kellen Moore did do well. I do believe that. But I also believe that some of the things that you would credit Kellen Moore for doing well was flat out Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott and Amari Cooper and Zach Martin and all these guys. Yeah, bro, you got a $70 million offense. Like, who can fail at that, bro? Like,
look, we seen Mike McCarthy succeed with less.
Exactly.
I'll take Dallas offense over where Mike was winning with. No lie. Especially when we had when we had Amari Cooper though. Like, look at our weapons and compare to their weapons. He did have A-Rod, but I take my offense over where he was winning with. Mike just knew what he was doing, bro. Real talk.
And think about this: when he won the Super Bowl, they were a wild card, bro. They were not the number one team. The Bears was the best team in their division.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, I mean,
that's what made the Dallas job appealing. everybody knew we always we always been one of the more talented teams in the NFL. We always been.
Yeah. Hey, think about this, landlord. To him, in his mind, the Dallas job was a come up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he didn't look. He just inherited he ain't had
way
a
better offense.
He ain't inherited the defense, but you had a decent O-line. You had a good running back. You had a good quarterback. Like, hey, you in the money. Then you
had a good receiver.
Yeah, you had a good receiver. You had 2 good receivers at the time.
He was talking about 1,000-yard receivers.
Yeah, CD. He drafted CD, and he had Amari.
Yeah, you're right. First year, he drafted CD.
So hey, that Dallas job look appealing. You had a young Prescott. I'm telling you, bro. Man, I think y'all asleep, bro. Mike finna get hold of Dak Prescott, bro, and it's finna go up. I guarantee you. Dak finna ball in that West Coast, bro. Watch what I tell you.
And this is the point I was trying to make. Like, these athletes, I would rather be in a system that is more based. Because think about this: with Kellen Moore's system, it was more dependent on him having a good day. In a Mike McCarthy system, his system is going to be more dependent on the players having good days. And guess what? I'm okay with that. Listen to me. That's how we all grew up. I didn't know what an offensive coordinator was until 12, because usually head coaches, all the little young teams, it was head coach, defensive coach, that was it. You know what I'm saying? When I hit 12, 13 years old, that's when they start, head coach, offensive coordinator. But you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I thought it was all on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we lost because of us.
Let me get the ball this time. You get the ball next time.
You feel me? Like, who on here grew up losing games because your offensive coordinator wasn't a good offensive coordinator? I didn't know that. I did not know that existed. I thought we lost because we didn't run fast enough.
we didn't block good enough. We didn't catch the ball that time. It's our fault.
Thanks, man. Like, we couldn't catch the ball like that. It was always on us.
They was bigger than us.
Faster. He ran a 4.4.
That was the one.
They was bigger than us. I ain't gonna lie. Look. So this finna be quick, but you remember, y'all ever had like your children going to a game and they be like, hey, Dad, them boys big.
Big, yes.
Hey, you be like, damn, son.
There's a city called Norco, and listen to me, man. Y'all know I love all people, but these are some corn-fed white boys, man.
Them boys be big.
Big, bro. And like my little son, we was walking on the field, and my son, like, I could just see his eyes, come on, we just went to the other field.
It looked like everybody supposed to walk off the bus first.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be a football player to know that. Look, hey, the big guy walk off the bus first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh my God.
First off the bus kind of guy.
But hey man, we've been on here about an hour and 15 minutes, man. I gotta go pick my truck up from the shop. I parked my car on the side of the street when I went to go get some therapy, and the dude drive by and clip my window and knock my window right off, so I had to go get them repaired. But I gotta go pick them things up. But listen to me, man. I'm supposed to be going out with my lady. I'm going out with my lady because she watching. Hey, baby. But if I can squeeze in the show before we leave, then I'm definitely down to jump back on here, man. But if not, worst case scenario, we'll be live in the morning. I'll be live in the morning. You already know what it is. Landlord, where they can find you at, man?
Already, man. Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media, man. Holla at me, man. You know we be in the trap every day. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
And I can almost guarantee you Henny gonna go live at some point again today. So what time you gonna go live again, Henny? And let them know where you're gonna be.
I'll probably live sometime tonight, man, between 9 and 10. So just tap in. It's your boy Henny DeMoore reporting live from the liquor store. So just tap in with me.
Time out. Hen, we all love you, West Coast. This is time for that intervention we were talking about. You know what I'm saying? We all love you. We love you, sir. So, you know what I'm saying? The first step is what? You gotta admit you have a problem, sir.
Hey, but listen,
I do have a problem, and his name is Stephen Jones, because he always get up here and be messing up my team. So I'm bust bottom side of his head.
Stephen be selling y'all that cheap liquor, man. Y'all even stop buying that cheap liquor. Get that headache, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, stop drinking Taco vodka and pull up some hen, man.
You feel me? Let's go get your headache, man. Hey, man, and you already know who I am, man. It's your boy West Coast, man, Mr. Run the Damn Ball. Hey, we're going to be live. I'm going to be live with these fellas at some point tomorrow, but they'll all be live on the individual channels, man. Make sure you guys check those guys out. You guys already know it is. Most importantly, never look down because stars up. Peace.